time because people get, and you were very honest about it. You said you had your lips done.
My lips done,
I don't know what that means, but you had them done.
Yeah.
What is
Technically, it's like temporary lip fillers or whatever. So
All right.
I could take them out at any time.
You can take them out? Like you just deflate them like a tire? Or
I
what?
guess so, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of We Should Be Writing, season 2. My name is Zano Kunene.
And I'm Kimi Sowesi.
In this segment of hashtag You Had to Be There, we'll be looking at different trends we got to experience and see, and the ways in which social media has integrated these trends into our lives.
So, what are we going to be talking about today?
So today we're going to be breaking down and unpacking social media trends that have been taken too far. So we're going to be looking at beauty trends, lockdown trends, and we're going to take a walk down memory lane to try and figure out how it happened, why we did it, and what in the world we were thinking taking part in it.
At the end of the show, we're going to rate which social media trends were cool, which were a little strange, and which we just felt were a little bit crazy.
Okay, so first off, let's take a look at social media trends that were taken too far. So to break it down, we're going to be talking about 4 specific social media trends that we feel might have been taken too far for their own good. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Okay, so first we're going to be looking at crazy makeup trends. So one that comes to mind are like a lot of like super weird and outrageous trends that you see on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the super intricate eyeliner things, like people with like crazy eyeshadow and like bedazzles all over their faces. And you know, like people were doing that, they were making like freckles on their faces. Like people do that with like white eyeliner. And I've seen like a lot of people doing it like with henna.
Okay.
And I'm just like, that does not make sense. But anyway, so I was just like thinking about that. Don't worry, I've thought about doing it myself. I may have done it and I may have failed. And I may have looked like I had chicken pox, but it's fine. So what do you think about it? Like when people are doing like these types of things, like, and don't worry, like people go out like every day with this type of makeup, like blue contour, green eyeshadow. Like people also like bleach their eyebrows, weird colors like green, all of this. So what do you think about that?
So like I remember every time I'd open Instagram or like Twitter, I'd just see like the most crazy, designs on people's eyelines, like eyeliners and eyeshadow, like with bright colors. And I remember some people had like really cool designs, like where they put wings, and I don't know, like half of their eye was like covered and stuff. So where can we find like your photos of the?
I have none. I have none of those. However, like if I was like going to like an Afro-punk type vibe, I'd probably like do something like that. Like festival makeup should stay at the festival, but so like I was just thinking, the show Euphoria. So I saw like a lot of people doing like Euphoria inspired makeup, like like the suit, like the glitter running down their eyes, and like really really cool eyeliner things with different colors, you know what I mean? And then you know what I've also been seeing people doing, like that they do the half of their face and they do like present makeup, like makeup from like 2006 or something, and then you can really just see like the difference between the two eras. Like I was watching, there was this one video she did like from like 2003 and now, and I was just like, these people have no eyebrows with a blue eyeshadow and like the nude lips, the nude gloss lips, and like you can really just see like like how trends develop over time. And I think it's really interesting to see them contrasted like that.
And I also think Euphoria, the show, had like a huge impact on makeup trends as a whole.
Yes,
because
definitely.
Euphoria came in with the whole glitter vibe, the bright colors, and from that I saw a lot of people on social media trying to replicate some of the looks that were on the show.
Yeah, I think people are becoming a little bit more adventurous with their makeup now.
100%.
Also, because we've been in lockdown for a year, people are coming out. They're like, you know what? I've been in the house for a year.
Yeah.
When I go outside the house, I'm going outside the house dressed like I am about to lose my mind and, you know, just I'm a supermodel, something like that, you know what I mean?
And I think lockdown, you know, being in the house for so long and having a lot of free time, it's sort of like created this creative like output from people. They were like, okay, you know what, let me try something I've never done before. You know, because you at home the whole day.
And you have time to work on it, and you can see that, you know, like, this works for me, this is cute.
Like, you've got time to sort of perfect that craft. So I think that was like a bonus. So.
And you know, like, what I also did myself, a lot of people, like, during lockdown were doing DIY masks. So like the turmeric masks, the honey mask. I did the turmeric mask. So like, you take turmeric and you mix it with honey, and I think it's just turmeric and honey actually. And then you put it on your face. Don't worry, it turned my face yellow. I looked like the McDonald's mascot. And the worst thing is that, so you put the mask on, and then you're supposed to wash your face afterwards. So like, I did the mask, I was like, yes, self-care queen. And then I showered, and then I patted my face dry. I was like, yes, I'm gonna be glowing, I'll take such nice pictures. My face was yellow.
Really?
My face was yellow. And apparently you're also supposed to put it on like darker parts of your body, so you know, like elbows, knees, and all of that. Did that. I was like, yes, we're getting this body. When I come out of lockdown, people better watch themselves. Yeah, and then I put on a white vest afterwards. Yellow everywhere. I was embarrassed. But, you know, it's like fine. My skin was cute after.
You see, I personally, like, I didn't feel the need to, you know, do those lockdown face mask challenges, because I mean, naturally my skin is just like popping.
Nice.
It's just glowing.
Nice. Okay, Zano. Okay. Must be nice. You wash your face with sunlight. You're like, damn.
The green bar soap. You know what's crazy? I remember seeing on Twitter, they were talking about like how men have like the perfect skin.
You guys wash your faces with hand wash.
Actually, like personally, like, someone told me a couple of months ago, like, I came to the realization that there's specific like cream you're supposed to use on your face. So I've just been using body lotion on my face like my whole life.
Oh my gosh. It's like, you just put like Aqua's cream on your... Actually, Aqua's cream is really good for your skin though. Like, what lotion do you use and why are you putting it on your face?
Like, my whole life I've just used body lotion on my face.
Sando, do you put Vaseline on your face?
Yes.
As for you clogging your pores, but it's fine. It's fine. I will lead you to the right direction. Okay, so another beauty trend we can discuss is like nails. Nails are getting a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, like, they're so long.
So long. They're so weird now. Like, I saw someone on last night. Let me not even lie. I was on Instagram at like 2 a.m. but it's fine. Somebody did like this cool thing with like sewing needles. They put it in their nails. I don't know how to describe this to you in a way that you would understand. So you have like your nail, and then they put the tip on it. Okay, so you can't just leave it like that. Like, they put the tip like this, like not all the way around your nail. So you put it on the tip of your actual nail, and then you put like the sewing needle or something on top of that, and then you put what is this thing? Acrylic powder? Gel, I don't know, something like that. Put the powder and whatever, and then it's like sealed inside. It's like a resin type thing. So then when you look inside, it's like the sewing needle is like inside the nail. And I was just like, but why though? Like, people are just getting I'm like, it's creative, it's cute, it's fun, but I'm just like, it's not practical. These nails are not practical at all. Like, they're sharp, they're long. How do you do daily tasks with long nails like that? Imagine trying to cut tomatoes or like cutting a watermelon with those nails. You will cut yourself.
You see, like, I've got so many questions on, you know, those long acrylics, but I don't think they're appropriate for the show. But we'll
discuss
questions.
It afterwards. Okay, so we accept the nails are getting a little bit crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
if it's for you, it's for you. You know, like, if it works for you, Who are we
I feel
to
like
judge?
the nails complements the whole makeup trends as well. So you've got like a popping pink eyeliner, and then you got like nice big
nails,
acrylics.
yeah.
That sort of goes together.
Yeah. Okay. So something a little bit serious now regarding
taking
makeup.
a bit of a serious turn now.
Blackfishing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
The Kardashians.
Toxic. Anyway, I have complicated feelings towards them. Still watch their show, but it's fine.
You are part of the problem.
Fake ass fans. But anyway, so like with blackfishing, people usually use foundation that's a little bit too dark for them.
Yeah.
Too dark, yeah. It's like imagine like a white person like using my foundation color, and then like they blend it like all over their bodies.
Like it's not restricted to just the face.
Yeah,
They
so that
use
obviously
it
like
on
you know
their
like when you're
whole
doing
body.
makeup, like if you're putting foundation on, you always have to like blend to your neck.
Yes.
Because you're gonna people, it's not like you see with makeup, what I've learned, and I learned this very young, makeup is supposed to complement the beauty that you have already. You're not supposed to be entirely changing like your whole face. Like people are like contouring a whole new nose for themselves, whatever, and I'm just like, guys, now that is catfishing. That is catfishing, and it's illegal. It should be illegal. Imagine like going for a job interview. Okay, I mean like they can't like fire you for like coming to work with one face, then coming to work with another. But I mean,
are there not like ethical considerations? Like,
I mean it's wrong.
you
It's
know,
just wrong.
what do you put on like the application forms when it asks for your race?
Yeah.
You know, you're ticking.
But you know, like imagine like okay, so imagine like a white person, and then they put foundation on that's too dark for them, and then they look a little bit like colored presenting or something.
Yeah.
So would they put on the application that they're colored, or would they put that they're white? I don't know. Like I feel like we have to like also consider what their intentions are with doing that.
Yeah, like there was that lady, I think her name is Rachel Dolezal.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And she was like one of the biggest, well, based off of my consumption of social media, one of the biggest cases of like blackfishing.
Yeah.
Where I think she was president of the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People in the US.
Yeah.
And, you know, she had claimed that she was black. You know, she was a African American woman. And then, you know, it came to the realization that, oh no, she's actually, you know, white. And she had like adopted this whole persona and like,
So weird.
yes, as being a black woman.
I can't like something about like some in cases like that, like I can't something about like I just don't understand why people would do that. I don't know. It's just weird. Especially like with regarding like makeup. Like it's just makeup. Like why do you do that? Like who am I thinking about? Nikita Dragon. It's like they would
Yes.
always be talking about Nikita Dragon on Twitter. They're like, oh, what race is Nikita Dragon gonna be today? So she is, I think she's she's from the Philippines.
Okay.
Or her mom is from the Philippines. She's a trans model. She's really cute. She's really pretty. But she, like, you'll see like pictures of her, like when she does like TikTok transitions or something. Like you'll see her face with no makeup. She looks really, really light. Then when she puts the makeup on, like she's like my color. Imagine. That doesn't make sense. But it's fine. Like if it works for you, it's fine.
Yeah, but I think it's also crazy, like in the case of Rachel Dolezal, in an interview when she admitted that it was a mistake, you know, adopting.
How's that a mistake?
Exactly. But
That
it's crazy.
seems intentional.
She said, I would have these imaginary scenarios in my mind where I was really a princess in Egypt and my parents kidnapped and adopted me.
Okay.
I had this thing about just making it through this childhood and then I'll be okay. Like, what does that even mean?
She's going through a lot. Let's go on to the next trend. Okay, so Kylie Jenner lip challenge.
Okay, so I think
memory.
I think this has like a close relationship to the whole blackfishing thing we just spoke on. Because like the Kylie Jenner lip challenge, it was sort of centered around trying to have these plump lips like Kylie Jenner, and you know she claimed that it was natural, you know.
Lies.
eyes.
When you look at pictures of her, like from when she was like
exactly, like her lips
14,
were so thin.
oh, so thin, and then all of a sudden, boom. Please.
And I just
admit it.
I think, you know, specifically in the black community, you know, you think back to like 100 years ago, and it's like, you know, having big lips was seen as like an undesirable, you know, character trait, you know, or rather character quality. And now it's like you get this white American woman who now, you know, kind of appropriates this feature, and now everyone's like, yes, I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it also changes, you know, the beauty standards for black women as well, where they're like, okay, because Kylie Jenner, a white woman, has got like these beautiful lips, now my black lips are, you know, they're beautiful in a sense.
All of a sudden, it's just weird. Like I know, like there were some girls in my so I went to an all-girls school.
Okay.
Like there were some of the white girls that were doing it, and I was just like, child, this is really embarrassing for you. Please stop. Like I remember being at a sleepover, and she was like, let's do the lip challenge. I was like, you will do it. I will not be participating. You know what my lips look like. We're not doing that. And it's just like, so they take shot glasses, and it's just like, it's like giving like yourself a hickey with a shot glass.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
So
It's like you're pulling like the blood vessels to the top.
So isn't it like, you know, you put the glass over your lips and you like suck all of the air out, which like, you know, causes your lips to like pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks really painful. Like I've seen like really bad pictures of it. Like people's lips are bruised. There's blood coming out, and it's just a lot. I was just like, guys, please stop.
And there were a lot of like lip challenges gone wrong.
Yeah.
You know, where people were injured.
End up in hospital.
Yeah. Like with lip hickeys.
Yes.
And the photos are really
They're
disgusting.
really bad. Like there was this one that I saw like pus was coming out, and I was like, guys, it's not worth it. People were also doing it with vacuum cleaners as
Yes,
well.
I remember that.
Like the vacuum. This is not what the vacuum cleaner is for.
Yeah.
Your mom did not buy the vacuum cleaner for you to do this. Yeah, the lip challenge was. I think that's like the most. Actually, it's not. It's not.
I think we're gonna.
Yeah, we're coming to that one. We're coming to.
So I did the Kylie Jenner thing, and this is what happened. It's so big. Oh my god.
I wouldn't have to do it.
Oh my god.
Unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you've heard about Kylie Jenner. The youngest of the Kardashian/Jenner clan made a personal stamp on the industry when she became a certified makeup mogul. And I think the lip challenge sort of played into her emergence as a makeup mogul.
Yeah, because I know like the first thing that her makeup brand like started with was the lip kits. So like, it's just like, look at you, Kylie. Look at you seeing an opportunity. I love that for you. Chris taught her well.
Yeah.
So like obviously people were doing like the lip challenge. She was like, I'm gonna make money. She did the lip kits. She did like the whole makeup thing. But I think we really need to talk about like a whole physical transformation in general, like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So she did the lips. Obviously she's had like other fillers done, because I'm like, sis, your face did not look like that a couple years ago. And that's not normal. Like that, I understand puberty. I understand that that's a thing.
Yeah.
But that's not puberty. That's a doctor. That's a doctor.
It's crazy when you look at the photo of her like before.
Yeah.
And then like after.
Yeah.
Like exactly like you
her
said.
eyebrows taken up.
Yeah, that is
like,
not puberty. It's
not at all. Not at all. And like her jawline is a little bit more defined now. Obviously she's got the bigger lips, she's got bigger boobs.
But
like
let's talk about the body.
The bum.
The
Let's
bum.
talk about the bum. Where did it come from?
But it's like that with all of the Kardashian sisters, bar Kourtney and maybe Kendall. But I mean, Khloe, Kim, well known for their, bigger butts.
And I'm just like, this is not for your, like, I mean, like, especially, I think it's because we've watch the Kardashians for a very, very long time, especially people in our generation. You know, we grew up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
And like seeing them, like Kim was, she was like a normal.
Yeah, you know,
I hate to use that word. Normal person, normal looking for that around that time.
Yeah.
Chloe, obviously, she was categorized as the bigger Kardashian.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Shame.
Yeah.
But you know, like she worked, she got her show. She's a fitness queen now, and you know, like then you see like it's just like what I don't know what's like. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if I like it or if I appreciate it. I don't know. Like you can see like there's like a slight small transition. Like you see like. They did it like very, very strategically.
It was
not
very
like
subtle.
Yes, it wasn't
subtle.
immediately.
Over time, okay, so
yes.
now I've got
like,
big lips.
let's do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. And they make you believe that they do all of this from exercising.
Yeah, you think it's natural
like,
the whole time. And then when you
wow.
sit back and look, okay,
You're
but
like,
4
that
years
does not
ago,
make sense.
you know, this doesn't look like the same person.
But yeah, so with the Kylie Jenner, with her booty.
Yeah.
We definitely, if we're going to talk about that, we definitely need to talk about the BBL.
BBL, Brazilian butt lift. Okay, so the BBL is defined as a specialized fat transfer procedure that augments the size and shape of the buttocks without implants. So excess fat is removed from the hips, abdomen, lower back or thighs with liposuction, and a portion of this fat is then strategically injected into the buttocks, resulting in a fuller, rounder buttock contour.
That's a lot of admin.
Would you ever?
No. I do not need that. Also, I'm scared. I've heard so many horror stories about it, and I don't think it looks natural. I feel like the thing is with like the Brazilian butt lift, it's always like a very drastic looking thing. Like it does not look natural at all.
Yeah.
And I think overall, I think now we can see that beauty standards are changing.
100%.
I think people are going more towards like being fuller, but in a less natural way, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, because in the past, you know, the kind of bodies that we sort of idolize now, you know, in the past, those were like frowned upon.
Yes.
It was like you think.
Like my
whatever.
beauty idols were like supermodels, like
Yeah,
Giselle Bundchen,
you know,
Kimora, and I was
the
like,
really
yes,
thin ones, with
really
the sharp
super
jawlines,
thin,
runway
anorexic
model.
thing. Yes,
Yeah.
because that's what we like growing up, like in like the 2000s. That was the beauty standard for like a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And now it's changing, but it's getting a little bit out of hand. It's very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like the Brazilian butt lift, obviously it's very, very, very expensive.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem.
It's an extremely invasive procedure, like you explained, and people are obviously going like they're cutting corners,
Yeah,
they're
doing
doing
your
other
back
yes, and that's
BBL surgeries because
super
exactly
dangerous.
like you said, it's such an expensive procedure.
Yeah.
So you know, when you see this body that you really want, and you're like, okay, you know what, I can't afford it, and then you see, oh no, someone's got it like at a
Like they
discounted
hear, they're like,
price.
oh, so and so.
Yeah, you know, my friend
so-and-so's
did
cousin,
hers there.
yes.
And you're like, okay, you know what, let me go and do this BBL, and then it doesn't come out how you expected it to.
Or you just end up in hospital.
Yeah, or possibly even death.
Yeah. It's really, really, it's very dangerous. Like I've seen pictures like pus coming out, like people's bums popping.
I think
It's
the
just a lot.
surgery as a whole, because I remember watching a video on Instagram of this Instagram model, I think her name is Nikki Nicole, and she posted a video of her getting her BBL done. So it's like the surgeon has got like this handle with like a long needle, and he's like poking it in and out like of her butt while like you know jiggling it to sort of like move the fat around, and it's like a constant like puncturing thing, and it was just like really cringy, and it did not look like
really
a
should not be
comfortable
posting that
procedure.
on
Yeah, but I mean, like, to be fair,
Yeah.
afterwards, you know, she posted the before and after pictures,
Yeah.
and I mean, it did look Like she was popping. Yeah.
But like it might look nice like a couple days after the procedure, but like what happens afterwards?
Yeah, like I've
I don't think it's a sustainable type of thing. I don't think it's like a long-term thing. Because do you still have to keep going back?
yeah, I also wonder, in terms of, going to get it filled.
Yeah,
again,
because
what
I know like with
do.
lip fillers, you have to
Yeah.
keep going back.
And some research I did before as well on the BBL. Apparently, after you get it done, you can't sit like on your butt for 2 weeks. So you have to sleep on your stomach. You can only sit when you're using the toilet.
Oh my gosh,
Now imagine that for 2
that'd be
weeks.
so uncomfortable. Is that really worth it?
Yeah, like
Is that really worth
someone
it?
like me, like in my sleep, I'm always moving around and like rolling
Like,
over. I would
imagine.
not be able to stay on my stomach the whole time. Now imagine I wake up in the middle of the night and like there's
whole-
a leakage coming from my
There's a
butt.
leakage.
Something's been punctured.
There's a leakage. I just feel like imagine, we really need to do more research about this. Like, I want to find people that have actually done it. Like, because, I know, like, people in South Africa, even though they will deny it, like, I've heard Faith Nketsi has done it, and Boiti, I think. But, this is just, like, hearsay.
Yeah.
But I want to know why people are so secretive about it. I don't know if Kim has done it.
Yeah.
But like there was that whole thing when she was like, I don't have my fillers, guys, and then she did like the whole X-ray thing, and I was just like, you're embarrassing yourself. Stop.
I've actually got a friend who like with her surgeon or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
the esthetician, I think that's the name. So the one day, like she showed me like a screenshot, and like her esthetician, like the practice or whatever, they sent her a message. They were like, yo, we've got like specials on BBL, get it at a discounted price now.
That's for specials. Like it's like a thing at like Ticket Page.
Yeah.
I'm just going for a discount surgery. I'll be back by lunch. Imagine. Like another way, like not like a actual procedure. My little sister was telling me some of her friends, they're like white girls though, so they eat a lot, so they gain a lot of weight.
Okay.
And they try to lose it like only around like their stomach, so they do like a lot of ab workouts, other type of things that they
Yeah.
do, and obviously like, abs tight, stomach flat, but then like the rest of them thick, juicy, like all of that. I'm just like, these are children.
Yeah, so like
these
to
are
kind
kids.
of like replicate the whole
Yeah.
BBL body look, but like trying to get it naturally.
Yeah, quote unquote naturally. And it's so weird because like we're, I don't know how to say this, but like, so we're looking at this now, we're like, yes, I need this and this. I want a bigger bum, I want bigger boobs, I want bigger lips and all of that. What does that mean for our younger generation? Like our younger siblings, our cousins and all of that. Like this really can't be like I have 3 younger siblings. My youngest sibling is 9 years old. But I'm also just thinking like he's a boy. What other kind of expectations will he be exposed to beauty wise? Like also my other little sister, like what about like what she's seeing now, how is that going to affect her growing up?
Like sort of what comes
Yes.
next, because I feel like surgery as a whole has become so normalized lately, so it's like it's become really accessible.
Yes,
and now it's
very
like,
very accessible. Like I don't like most people our age, I'm speaking from experience, like people have eating disorders because of how we were raised.
Yeah.
Like we were exposed to seeing super skinny models and actresses and musicians, and we wanted to be just like them because that's what we would see every day. People on Disney Channel, super skinny, and we all want that. And now our younger generation sees people with bigger bums, bigger boobs, smaller stomachs, and just not looking as natural as they could. And they obviously want that because that's what they're exposed to every day.
I think it points to the change in your norms of what's beauty, what's beautiful, and sex appeal.
Yes.
And just how that has changed over time.
Yeah. but it's really dangerous, guys. It's so dangerous. But on lighter, quote-unquote lighter notes, we're going to be discussing something that we're all tired of hearing.
Yeah.
Lockdown! So we're going to be talking about lockdown trends. So yeah, lockdown last year.
Yeah.
Tense times.
What would you do during lockdown to keep sane?
Drinking coffee. I drank so much coffee. I tried out the Dalgona coffee trend thing.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. It's a lot of admin.
Yeah, I never tried it.
I'll make it for you one day. It's really, really, really nice. So
Okay.
like you mix like instant coffee. So you mix instant coffee with lots of sugar, a little bit of water, and you put it in the blender or mix it by hand, but you'll be there for a while.
Yeah.
You do that. So you mix it, make like a little like a syrup thing. You put ice in a cup. You put the syrupy thing. You put milk. Boom, coffee. However, it will have you cracked out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of coffee. But it tastes really, really, really good.
So does it taste like normal coffee?
Yeah. It tastes like you're at Starbucks.
Okay.
And then you put like whipped cream on, you put like syrup.
So then why not just make a normal cup of coffee?
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
We were not going to Starbucks, so you had to make Starbucks at home. What else? Those FaceTime photo shoots that the models were doing. Those pictures were so unclear. I was like, what is going on? Like Bella Hadid did it.
I remember Bella.
But those pictures look really nice. Like some of them look really, really nice. I'm like, wow, this is so aesthetic.
And I think she started the
Yes.
whole trend of FaceTime photo shoots. I remember
Why were we
seeing
doing
it on.
FaceTime photo shoots? It's not the same. It's really not the
Because,
same.
I mean, if your photographer is halfway across the world and they can't get to you, I mean, it's
That's true.
a more practical way to, get your photos done.
Why don't you just take the pictures yourself?
What, self timer?
Yes, run back to the tripod. Also, like, you know how people were doing like with the sheet
Yes, the white sheet background.
So tired of seeing
Yes.
it.
But you know,
they look so nice.
Yeah, it
though.
sort of looked like you were in like an actual like studio
It was
taking
so
a photo
nice,
shoot.
yeah. People's sheets were damaged.
Yeah, I remember
I
there was
nailed we nailed our tablecloth to the wall. I got into so much trouble for it. Like the tablecloth has holes in it now. It's so dirty. So another thing, the nutmeg. And people eating nutmeg. And by people I mean me. I tried it once. So people were taking nutmeg, like just like a whole powder, like a teaspoon of nutmeg, dry nutmeg, just swallowing it, and apparently it makes you see elves.
Really?
I just wanted to see what would happen, but nothing happened. I don't think I took enough, but it's super, super dangerous because apparently like this one kid, I think in like Switzerland or something, he went to hospital. I don't actually know why or like the details surrounding that, but yeah, it's super, super dangerous. But yeah, because I think nutmeg has like psychedelic properties or whatever, and I'm like, wow, I really do be putting like a whole box of nutmeg in my pumpkin.
But
I'm sorry, Sono. I'm sorry. I like my pancakes.
but
Tastes nice.
was it not bitter? Like
Yeah, it
like,
was.
like cinnamon.
It drank
Remember
a lot of water. Yes,
there was the cinnamon challenge where like you take
That's
a
so
teaspoon of
dangerous.
cinnamon, but you there's no
have to
like
swallow it.
liquid in your there's not enough spit in your mouth, so you
Yeah.
end up like spitting it out.
It was so funny. That was really funny. That trend was really, really
Yeah,
funny.
a more dangerous trend. I know it's not from lockdown. It's from a couple of years ago. There was something called the Tide Pod Challenge.
Oh.
So, a bunch of kids would take. So in America, they've got these laundry detergent like capsules basically, and they're called Tide Pods. So what some kids would do is they put it in their mouth and bite it until the liquid inside comes out in their mouth, and then they'd spit out the laundry detergent. But
Not only are you wasting laundry detergent, you're making a fool of yourself.
yeah, and it was also really dangerous as well. I saw some statistics.
My mom would be so upset.
Yeah.
She's like, we have laundry to do. Here you are, eating the laundry detergent. I'd be in so much trouble. Imagine someone eating sunlight powder. Yeah.
Apparently, children who were exposed to the capsules were hospitalized with vomiting, breathing difficulties, and loss of consciousness. So, since 2012, so this is a statistic by the American Association of Poison Control Centers, 8 fatalities have been reported among children 5 and younger. 5 and younger. So this was like a trend which was like big amongst younger children.
Shame, man.
Just points towards like the power social media has these days.
Damn. That's shame. You shouldn't have told me that. It was a 5-year-old. But let's keep it moving.
Okay, quarantine.
I loved
think
it.
This
I
was my
loved it.
favorite part of lockdown. Every night, because so Tory Lanez,
Yes.
a bit controversial, but
We don't talk about it.
yeah, we don't speak about it. But before the whole incident, Tory Lanez had something called Quarantine Radio, where he would go live on Instagram, right? And he would add, your social media, well, models rather.
Yeah.
He would add models, and they would like twerk on the Instagram live. There was the whole milk. I don't know if you remember that, where they would like take a bottle of milk and like pour it like over there.
That was weird.
Yeah,
What a
it
waste
was.
of milk.
It was really entertaining.
It was
to
so
watch.
entertaining because like you guys would like talk about it with your friends
yes,
afterwards.
and on Twitter, it was always trending on Twitter.
Twitter was hot.
I remember like the first few times I didn't watch it, and I was on Twitter scrolling through the
Scrolling, and
timeline, and I'd see Tory Lanez. So that gave me like a bit of FOMO, and then I went and watched it, and I was like glued to it.
Yeah.
And
it
I
just
think-
kept getting like banned.
Yeah.
Kept reporting it. Oh, it was so funny. And he'd be like, "I'm back, guys.
Yeah.
I'm back." Oh, it was so funny. And like people would get paid so much money. Don't worry, I was considering it. Because
Really?
I was like, I could do this. I'll put a paper bag over my head. No one will know it's me. I'll make a fake Instagram account. I'll shake my bum for a few minutes. I'll get some money. We'll make it happen. Yeah, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Then there was the South African version of Quarantine Radio. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, those guys did
Sicko
it.
Mode.
Yes, who did that? Was it who was doing it?
It was Tumi Sicko. Remember,
Oh,
he would
Tumi
always have
Sicko,
the
yes, I
pink
remember.
do-rag on.
Tumi Sicko is so controversial now. We don't
Yeah.
talk about him either. Oh, we don't talk about him. But let's move on from that. So something that I am tired of, TikTok dances.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it because my friends and my little sisters keep making me do it, and I embarrass myself because I can't do it. It's a lot. So like Savage and the Wipe It Down challenge.
Yeah, I remember the flip the switch one with that song by Drake.
Yes.
I just flip the switch, and they turn off the light
Yes.
switch, and then turn it back on, and like the scene would be like
Yeah.
totally different.
TikTok really does ruin songs for me, to be
Yes,
honest. It really, really does.
100%.
It really does. I'm so like, you'll be scrolling on Instagram because like now on Instagram you can see TikToks.
Yeah.
Like TikTok, Instagram, you'll be scrolling, living your best life, thinking that you have no worries. Then you see one video with Savage song. Next one, Savage again, Savage. And it's so irritating. Like when the song plays, I don't even like it anymore.
I remember, like, speaking of that, like, overplaying of songs, my little brother at home, he's always playing, like, Fortnite, and I forgot which song it
Fortnite
was.
is so irritating.
There was like a song, I don't know, it was like by the baby or something like that.
Oh, yes.
But like every single
Oh, it's
time
on
he
the
would
tip of
play
my
the
tongue.
game, that song would play
be
like
on
over
repeat.
and over
On
and
repeat. My little
over
brother as well.
over again. And it's like it's lockdown, so every time like I want to walk into the lounge, I'm hearing the song every single
Every day. All day, every day. Little brothers, man. Okay, so we've come to the end of our show.
So
This is a really nice discussion, though.
yeah,
really,
I've
flavorful.
enjoyed it.
Okay, so I think now we can rate.
Okay, we are calling our rating scale hashtag hot or not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rate the trends we've spoken about from which were, the most crazy to the more, lighter
Calm.
ones. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, so the options.
Okay.
We've got the Kylie Jenner lip challenge.
Uh-huh.
Then we've got makeup trends.
Yeah.
We've got the BBL,
Jeez.
lockdown trends.
Okay.
Which consisted of, your Fortnite, not Fortnite, your TikTok songs,
The nutmeg.
Nutmeg
Dalgona
challenge,
coffee.
Dalgona photo shoots.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we think is the craziest? Or do you want to start from the bottom going up?
Yeah. So the bottom is like the calm ones.
Okay.
Okay, calm ones, I think we can do makeup trends. Those are not harmful.
Yeah.
Harmful, we'll do the makeup trends.
Okay, so makeup trends we've got at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then I think lockdown trends,
trends.
100%.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner then. I feel like the Kylie Jenner and the BBL can be like together.
Yeah,
personally.
possibly.
Because I'm like, those are both dangerous. Like you can end up at hospital for both of them.
Okay, but
I feel like BBL because like the surface area is bigger.
I was thinking
More
purely,
damage.
purely on the basis of, like, I feel like from a BBL, one of the possible, like, scenarios coming from that is, like, death.
Yeah.
I'm thinking from the Kylie Jenner lip challenge, like, the worst that can happen is like
bruising and
yeah,
lots of,
bruising
like,
your lip,
bleeding.
maybe bleeding,
Yeah.
maybe like blocked blood vessels or something like that. But because the BBL is like a threat to your life,
Yeah.
I think that should be the
Yeah,
craziest.
definitely BBL. So BBL, Kylie Jenner, lockdown,
trends,
makeup trends. Yeah. I kind of want to go do makeup now. I want to go do makeup while I drink Dalgona coffee. But thank you, Zano. This was a really, really nice discussion. I really, really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. You've been listening to #You Had to Be There, an episode of the We Should Be Writing podcast. This podcast is a product of the Honours in Journalism and Media Studies program at Wits University in Johannesburg.
Our producers were Natasha Jewis, Tsepiso Ntombela, and Tiamo Moloko.
Our editor, Dumisani Amisi, and our show host, myself, Kimisa Wesi.
And Zano Kunene. Our theme music was composed by Dumi Amnisi, and our graphic design was by the whole team. Additional episode music, credits, and info are available on our Anchor FM page and on our website, witsvuvuzela.com. On all social media, we are at Wits Vuvuzela.